These two smartphones are quite a bit different as they are similar. They are the flagships of their respective brands, Huawei and Honor, and the relation between the brands themselves is known to everyone. The Mate 10 Pro packs in every high-end specification and feature on a smartphone currently, while the View 10 provides almost the entire experience with a few exceptions at roughly half the cost. This is Sandeep from Revettless. Let's compare these two phones to see just whether there's enough juice in the Mate 10 Pro to justify the premium or whether it makes more sense to get the View 10. In terms of design itself, it's easily apparent that the Mate 10 Pro is the higher-end device among the two. Despite metal being a premium material, its widespread use in recent years has resulted in it being considered less exclusive, and although the glass used on the Mate 10 Pro does make it more prone to fingerprints, scratches and breakage, it also looks more elegant and premium. The curve back also provides better handling than the flatter View 10. However, the View 10 does have the slimmer 7mm frame going in its favor, and while the Mate 10 Pro is a bit thicker at 7.9mm, the overall footprint is smaller. Another reason for a thicker body is the 4K mAh battery on the Mate 10 Pro compared to a 3750 mAh battery on the View 10. In terms of battery life, they provide around the same 6 to 6.5 hours of screen on time each. Both support fast charging over their Type-C ports, but the Mate 10 also includes support for USB 3.1 transfer speeds, while the View 10 makes do with USB 2.0. The Mate 10 Pro and View 10 have 18:9 aspect ratio displays with Full HD Plus 2160 by 1080 pixels of resolution. The Mate gets a 6-inch AMOLED screen, while the View 10 has a 5.99-inch IPS panel. In terms of colors and sharpness, both are practically identical, and while sunlight legibility and contrast are great on the View 10, especially for an IPS panel, it still isn't as good as the AMOLED on the Mate 10 Pro. Performance-wise, they are both nearly identical. However, we did find the Mate 10 Pro to be a bit more optimized overall, especially in terms of gaming. It's not a major difference, but noticeable nonetheless. Both have a Kirin 970 octa-core chipset inside, along with up to 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. They also support dual SIMs, but only the View 10 supports memory expansion, and they both come with Android Oreo 8.0 out of the box with EMUI 8.0 on top of it as well. The Mate 10 Pro features a rear-mounted fingerprint scanner, while the View 10 features a fingerprint scanner at the front, below the display, like the smaller sibling of the Mate 10 Pro, the Mate 10. They also have IR blasters at the top. The View 10 features a bottom-firing loudspeaker, and while the Mate 10 also does have a bottom-firing loudspeaker, the earpiece itself doubles up as a speaker and adds extra output and provides a stereo experience. The audio quality over both the headphone jack and speaker was better on the Mate 10 Pro. However, you do have to use the bundled Type-C to 3.5mm converter to listen to regular headphones or earphones on the Mate device. RGB plus monochrome dual sensors are the forte for Huawei and Honor. Both these phones have the same. However, there is a difference in the implementations. The View 10 has a 16 plus 20 megapixel RGB monochrome combination with f1.8 aperture, while the Mate 10 Pro features 12 plus 20 megapixel RGB monochrome with f1.6 aperture. Despite the lower resolution of the RGB sensor, quality seems to be better on the Mate 10 Pro. We'll be doing a detailed camera comparison between the two soon, but until then, here are some samples to give you an idea on what to expect. And the front-facing cameras have f2 aperture on both, but have resolutions of 13 megapixel on the View 10 and 8 megapixel on the Mate 10 Pro. Aside from the brand value itself, think of Volkswagen and Skoda as examples. The premium that you pay for the Mate 10 Pro comes with the added benefit of a better camera setup, a superior screen, ingress protection, better camera setup, and arguably better design. It does everything the View 10 does better, but it does lack an audio jack and memory expansion that the View 10 has. The question you need to ask yourself is whether those benefits that the Mate 10 Pro provides is worth spending that extra money. If the answer is yes, then you know which to go for, and if it's a no, then you also have made your choice. Thanks for watching, see you again in the next one.